What is up, guys? Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, guys, we're going to talk a bit about the current state of Arena. We are going to do some live Arena matches. I do want to try my new toy out, which is Gaspart, the new Void Legendary that I've pulled. Unfortunately, I still don't have a soul for him. It seems like the game doesn't want to drop one in the market yet, but slowly I'll be getting it up and running. I still need to fix a bit the Ascension on the gloves to get crit damage. I'm just so unlucky with these freaking reworks, man. Like, it never happens to drop from the first time on the right thing, right? Other than that, he is pretty golden. I just need to fix this, get a soul for him, and maybe fix the Ascension on here, get defense instead of it. I still need to glyph in a lot of speed because at the moment he's fairly slow, I would say. In terms of a relic, I'm testing the Soul Mark crystal on it. This will give me a chance to activate an instant turn when one or more allies are killed, which could give us the edge. I have the following gemstones. I wish I would have a better one right here, a better diamond shape, but hopefully the Chimera will drop some in the near future. No blessing. And these are the masteries. We have offense, defense, Helm Smasher as tier 6, and I decided to go with Blood Shield instead of getting the methodical, just because if we kill somebody and we're low, maybe that shield will somehow protect us, right? That's basically the whole drill. Now, I want to have a look at Mercurial, how many people are running Mercurial. I want to have a look at how many people are running Predators. Predator is absolutely painful as a character. He's one character that a lot of us kind of like overlooked, because the main thing that he really brings to the table is just that crazy RNG. Now, I do need to do a lot of live arena to get all of the points that I need to get the rewards from the milestones. So we'll be doing some right now, and I have plenty of time. I tend to don't really bother in the first week because it does get easier after, and it just takes less time. If not, live arena takes a lot of time. Fabian. I actually rebuilt my Fabian yesterday. I'm going to share more builds with you guys at the end for other champions that we're using. I've put him on a stone skin set because he was getting demolished. Now, I could put him on a Mercurial as well instead of it. But I need to see if at some point I'm going to get better gear than I currently have from the Mercurial set. My Raglan at the moment, she's the only character that I have built on a 9-piece Mercurial set. Let's try to play around with some of them. I will need to bring in a different speed character in here. We're going to bring Marius. We're going to bring in Raglan too. Just change it up a little bit from the usual suspects, right? Okay, we have a Commodus, we have a Carnage. He could potentially be pretty fast, right? I might as well bring in a Predator, and I'm going to bring in a Shuzen too to have a secondary speed lead. Hopefully, he's not going to ban her, but he might ban her. Either way is fine. I can always ban his... Okay, so we have Calvalax. Calvalax will kill my Shuzen. I'm not sure if he's going to ban my Shuzen or my Raglan because she's the reviver. So I can't really risk it. I'm going to leave his Armans. He's really not a threat. My Shuzen will be faster. Possibly even my Fabian will be faster. I mean, his Armans is only a 5-star as well. My Fabian is a 5-star too. It really depends how he built the character, right? Now, because Raglan is on Mercurial, they can't really do much. So Marius is the fastest character in my team. If you guys watched the video that I've posted recently, with a new build for him, which will counter the Mercurial set. That's the whole idea. So we're going to get that done. I can do this. Let him take their turn. It's probably going to polymorph somebody. Marius will counterattack though. Okay, so he's just going with an A1. We actually locked him too. And right now, we have a couple of different options, right? I could go in with this. Or I could go in with this, or I can even use this, right? My Raglan is safe. That's what matters. So block revive on him. You won't be able to kill my Raglan, even though he he could kill the other 3 characters. It doesn't matter. He cannot do nothing versus Raglin. The Mercurial is there. We basically got only 1 hit. Now it's the second. My Predator is still alive. We can revive Marius now. And damn, that stun got reflected back. But he should be dead with this hit. And there we go. But I want to see how many people use Mercurial. And another thing that I'm very interested in seeing is how many people are trying to abuse Solanar and the Fusion champion, right? The Fusion is done. Probably a lot of people got the Fusion today during CVC, or maybe they didn't. But I'm very curious to see how many Solanars we actually encounter. Now, my Armans is broken. He actually doesn't have gear on at the moment. So we are going to play it a bit different. Armans is usually Armans. Fabian is the replacement for my Armans at the moment. Armans is really, really out of the meta. He got a big slap. But that should still be fine. Now, Raglin is so freaking powerful, especially on this build, because Fabian cannot lock her. Comidas cannot put block active skills on her either, which is really, really good. So what I'm going to have to do is bring in a secondary Thermitter booster speed lead, just to make sure that I have a shot at it. And then we're going to pick Gaspart. We want to pick Gaspart. I forgot about Gaspart. I went straight for Predator rather than Gaspart. We need Gaspart in the team. That's the whole idea, right? We want to play with a new toy, Skratch. How can you forget about Gaspart? Oh, is that a Maneater? Is that a Maneater? And this guy is not that low in points. He dropped my Shuzan, which is fine. A Maneater? I'm gonna say it again. A Maneater probably is with resistance or something like that. Or maybe 9-piece Mercurial. No, Stone Skin. That is rather odd. Very odd, actually. Okay, we dropped most of their Stone Skin. And right now, if I want to, I can just block revive on one of them. Or I could do this and hit multiple ones. Kill 3 of them. Bang, and now it's just Fabian. Good luck. What are you gonna do? Yeah, this was either probably a weaker opponent, or he was just trolling with that last pick. Maybe he realized, okay, I stand no chance. Let's see. What are we gonna have as the next opponent? With Gaspard is a bit more difficult, because we kind of need to stay in slightly longer fights to really make the most out of it. So we're going to bring in Fabian again. I really hope that now, during their anniversary, they're going to bring in another super solid champion, like Fabian or Armans, right? Something that's really, really good. We're going to pick Gaspard the last, because I doubted that he will pick Gaspard. And we can bring in Marius, just in case if we do encounter that Mercurial. You need to be prepared all the time now for it. Don't get deceived by seeing a lower score or stuff, because everybody can get lucky with a Mercurial. It's just RNG basically on what drops out of there. And I'm gonna bring in Lazarius instead of Shuzan. We have the rat. Okay, so actually a bit worried we have 2 bombers in here. I'm gonna drop his Arbiter, but most likely he's gonna drop my Lazarius. I had a feeling. Now it all comes down to how fast is his Arbais. They don't have a 6-star intimidating presence. They do have a better speed aura though. And thankfully my Marius is still faster. So somebody's definitely gonna die here. Yeah. Okay, so they're all dead. That's the thing with this Marius build. I had different comments from people saying, Skratch, you shouldn't build him like that, because he's not gonna do a lot of damage when he counterattacks. The thing is, for me, Marius right now, he's not a damage dealer only. For me, he is the solution to Mercurial. And whatever else comes out of his kit in terms of damage is considered a bonus. Now I need to fix Ascension on so many champions. I probably need something like, I don't know, 200 to 300,000 energy just to farm dust to fix Ascension on gear. I need to fix it on Marius, Predator, Gaspart, so many other champions, right? But these are just the new additions, the champions that I've just built recently. So hopefully soon we're gonna get a bit of luck with that. So we're gonna bring in Fabian. We do have a nice in there. That's okay, not a problem. We're gonna bring in Marius again in case if we do encounter that Mercurial. I want to be prepared. Now with the build that I have on him and the relic, the crushing rend, he's still doing very good damage. Not as he was doing before, but still really good. And I still need to fix a lot of glyphs on him. I feel like I'm at a point where I've built too many champions and I'm just spreading too thin, right? Because I really rebuilt quite a few champions that all require some further adjustments in a way or another. So he picked Predator. We are not going to bring in Gaspart straight off the back. I will bring in Raglin though. And I will bring in Shuzan instead of Lazarius. And I do need a Gaspart now because he will ignore the block damage, right? If I remember it correctly. Right, what else is he picking? 5-star on Predator, a bit jelly on it. Okay, lots of mythical champions in here. A lot of mythical champions. And probably that Theodosia is on Mercurial. So Gaspart. Can we... no. I hate that you cannot check the skills here. I think he ignores block damage with the A3 if I remember it correctly. So who are we banning from here? Who's the biggest threat? I feel like the biggest threat in terms of how much RNG it can bring to the table is going to be Predator. The only problem is if I ban Predator, he's 1,000,000% going to ban my Shuzan here. Let's risk it. I knew it. I knew that he was going to ban Shuzan. He doesn't have a 6-star intimidating presence either, only a 1-star, so that might give us the edge. Might not. No, so he is definitely faster. And they will probably... Okay, they won't move in front of us. And no Mercurial. Lots of stone skin. Okay. Now, yes, I will lose quite a few champions in here, most likely. But that's fine. That's why we have that Mercurial on. Okay, so they're all dead. Now the question is, who are we reviving first? And I think the... Now I'm a bit concerned. He's going to Metamorph. I revive Marius. No, let's bring Gaspart. Is a very risky move. I think Marius would have been much better, but he would have blocked the revive regardless. Okay, I thought that he might Metamorph, but clearly he did not. Okay, is he gonna kill her? Probably not. Is Comidas gonna move in front? Yes, he is. So now he's a GG's if he puts the bombs on. Yeah. Okay, GG's. We lost this one. Fair play. GG's to Janus right here. I feel like no matter what I was gonna do there, no matter who I was gonna revive, was gonna be pretty much the same outcome because I'm not reviving them with enough thermometer firepower to cut straight in the front of the enemy, right? So no matter what I was gonna do there, it would have been pretty much the same situation. It is better if you're running 2 thermometer boosters. So probably forget about Fabian, right? We are going versus a lot of mythical champions. Okay, he's picking Marius. That's fine. So we're going to forget about Fabian, not Marius, right? Did I say that right? Because that's what I wanted to say. We're going to go in like this for the moment, and we'll see what else he's picking. That Marius could be the character that will get banned. Of course, depending on what else he has available in there. So we're gonna go in like this. We might leave Raglin on the side for the moment, and I'm gonna bring in Predator just so he can be annoying too. I need a blessing on him though. I need a blessing to really make the most out of it. Yeah, so with Fabian, he's great when you have a team like this. You can literally get rid of pretty much everyone. The problem is when you encounter tons of mythical champions and they just metamorph. So I'm gonna have to ban him actually, which is fine. He banned my Fabian, surprisingly. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. How much stone skin do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's drop some of it. We drop none of it. Great. And it is a bit difficult. What are we going to do? This is the better choice. We could go with this, but of course, we won't ignore stone skin. We do ignore the block damage with this one. This will just put a provoke, an increased defense, and a shield. So maybe that will give us enough survivability. Because Marius is about to hit us. Armans is about to unleash hell. And I don't think I have any... Yeah, I have literally no wands in this team. None of my characters have a wand. Damn, Armans is moving back again, huh? Okay, 1 polymorph. Stripped all of my buffs. So I need Predator to end his miserable life. Can Predator do like a solo here? Can he do a solo? Let's see. Can he do a solo? Oh, so close. So close. He has the unkillable from Swift Parry. He could kill my Predator. Hopefully he's not though. Okay, okay. Ah, we put that sleep on. And now he's gonna block revive, huh? Oh, baby! Oh, baby! That's why Predator is so freaking busted, man. And this is part of the current state of the arena. One champion, because of the RNG that he brings with that passive, can literally solo your entire team. And he can do that so freaking well. It's just crazy. I don't even have like a crazy relic on him. I don't even have like proper blessing on him either. The build is okayish. It's really nothing too special. But damn, he is very, very nasty with that RNG. Initially, we've tested the damage. At least I tested the damage. I don't think anyone said from day one, oh my god, Predator is amazing. Everybody was like, yeah, he's okay. Decent damage, nothing spectacular. But the RNG from the A1 is actually pretty crazy. So let's bring in Mr. Fabian again, and we are going to play it in the same way. I'm going to let him have that Marius if he has him available. Probably he doesn't, though. 2,800 points. He's very low, this player. What is this? Week 2 of the live arena season, no? Or is it week 3 already? I think it's week 2. We have a Crixia. We have an Armans. That's fine. So we're going to pick a Gaspart. We're going to pick in a Marius. So we have 3 damage dealers like this. It's very hard to make the most out of Gaspart versus the teams that were fighting in live arena. And I'm just going to drop his intimidating presence aura. So at least we don't have to worry about that. The other ones might be slower than our Fabian or Marius, which could give us the advantage that we need in order to win this fight. It doesn't have like the craziest champions or anything like that, but it could surprise you. I wouldn't necessarily count people off based on their points, because there are people not really doing much of this. It does take a lot of time. Doing live arena, it really takes a lot of time. And especially that is not opened non-stop, that's another problem, right? Now, with a Soul Reap on my Marius, we could have ended this probably, because it was just going to trigger and kill the rest, right? I think it would have been a very solid option to as a blessing on Marius instead of what I have on. Okay, let's get his chest. Got nothing out of it. Oh, we got 2 dust. Let's move on to the next one. And maybe we can kill somebody with gaspart. We did kill somebody with gaspart so far, right? At the moment, no Solanars. I would assume a lot of people did not get him, of course. Very, very hard to get as a Void Legendary. Let's bring in that Fabian again. We're going to go with Raglan this time around. Let's make the most out of that 9 Mercurial build, right? We could have maybe won that fight that we lost if I wasn't picking Raglan. If I was bringing in something that gave me more turn meter. I think that would have been a wiser choice. And now I'm considering, is this guy the same guy that won the fight when we brought in Raglan? I think that might be. Or maybe not. But either way, I think I'm not going to pick Raglan just because I have a feeling that he's the same guy. And if we lost versus this guy, because of Raglan not being able to get the job done. Actually, no, he picked 6-star Nice first. And I think I had Marius in the team. So he's not the same guy. So we can bring in Raglan. That's okay. Gaspard and Raglan the next. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we know who are we gonna ban from there. Gaspard and Raglan. So yes, you're gonna get out of there, Vulcanos. Okay, we have a Kaja to ride, that's fine. He's gonna ban my Shuzan, yeah. Everybody will ban her because they think, okay, she's the fast champion in the team, we gotta get rid of her, right? If not, they might get beat in the speed race. I'm curious if that Kaja is faster. She is. And Maria seems to be pretty fast too. Thankfully, we are moving in front, so we can lock all 3 of them. Now, the threat all of a sudden is not so big anymore, because right now, we have that Commodus. There is a mythical, can metamorph if he wants to. But other than that, is really not such a big issue. Like, all of them are locked. Yes, Carnage can do damage if he metamorphs. But definitely not enough to kill everybody without the increased attack. We lost the champion, that's fine. We do have bombs on my gaspart. But look at that. Now that is what makes gaspart fantastic. Is the passive, the way he's able to use that A3 skill. So, just like that, he's dead. Right? We have nothing to worry about. And I don't even need to revive with Fabian now. I don't need to revive my Fabian with Raglan because Gaspard brought him back. And now we can try to kill her without the increased defense. I was curious to see the damage. Clearly not enough, but that's okay. We can petrify him. That bomb probably won't kill Gaspard. Okay, she's locked. Petrification, boom. A lot of control in this team, which is good. But it would be nice if I would have a wand on somebody, right? The A2 on Gaspard doesn't really deliver that much damage, but what's really, really good is the A3. We have Predator cleaning in the Mass Rider. We play with these characters, guys, because they're not, like, empowered. Or if they have some empowerment, is minimal. They don't have max blessings, at least not all of them, and is a bit more suitable for where we are right now. We are a bit on the low side of arena. During the seasons, this will count a lot, and that will basically select the opponents that we're getting, right? We're not getting like very strong opponents because we are low on points. But I would love to do more live arena, but they really need to keep it open non-stop in order to do that. I don't want to play on their terms. I play when I have time to play this game mode, not when Plarium tells me to play it. You know, that's the whole idea with me. Like, I like the game mode, but it takes a lot of time. The morning slot, I don't have time. This slot, I do have a little bit of time to basically play it, but usually it's when I'm doing my work, and I tend to play it like this if I'm recording a video for it. Then I gotta go pick up the little one from school. The evening slot just doesn't work for me at all. It needs to be open. The morning is free the first couple of hours, but the slot usually closes after I have the free time. So before I have the free time. So that's a bit pointless. Gaspard, We don't care too much about the block damage. And we have 1-2 damage dealers. You know what? I'm a bit worried about that Ambris though. He could block the revive on my damage dealer, and that is a GG's, right? But I could ban him too. Let's bring only these 2 damage dealers in. And we're going to bring in Raglin. Now UDK counters my gaspart with a passive, right? He brought in a Rotos. Ooh. Who are we banning now? Because the problem is Rotos can go pretty damn crazy too. Let's get Rotos out of there. We're gonna leave Ambris. We're gonna leave Ambris. Thankfully, he did not ban both of my damage dealers. So any of my damage dealers, sorry. So that's good because I'm not worried about his Ambris blocking the revive on my gaspart or something like that. He got rid of Fabian, which is fine. It's probably the best outcome to get rid of him, you know. Right, is he gonna select his speed aura or? Okay, he didn't. So he doesn't even have the speed aura. He has the HP. Gaspard is void. We don't have to worry about affinity. Probably everybody's in stone skin in this team. But Gaspard won't be able to kill nobody because UDK is gonna take that initial hit. So no Mercurial on any of the champions there. We haven't dropped any of the stone skin, which is pretty painful. If I try to use this, it's just gonna get wasted by UDK. If I go with this, I might not have enough damage to kill that Duchess. So I'm gonna try to put in a shield instead. Like this, we got Duchess down. Still no point in doing anything else but just using the A1s in here. Ambris will metamorph. But the main question is how much of a big deal is going to be. They're super slow. Okay, he's going for that. Oh, he's not even going for the kill. Which is good because we're going to be able to cleanse everything. Just like that. So that's really, really good actually. And now we can get instant turn, extra turn. They already have the Enfeeble on. Do a bit of damage. Not crazy damage. But we are getting rid of that stone skin on UDK. Which is great. Now if he metamorphs, hopefully we're going to land that Enfeeble again. But maybe for 2 turns. Okay, we haven't. Now he's dangerous. He's going to swap HP. My Raglin, unfortunately, doesn't have a Mercurial on. That's why you need them fast. If you guys watched the video where we talked about characters, Mercurial, and everything else, you would definitely know that if you have them slow, it's dangerous. So we put that shield on. That can help us a bit. Duchess is back. We did not have enough damage to kill that UDK. Damn it. Because of the strengthen. If he wouldn't have had the strengthen, we would have been fine. But we blocked the revive on her. We brought back Marius. That's why Gaspard is good. And now we can try and land that Enfeeble again on Ambris. Hopefully. Perfect. Now I can block revive or go with A1. Kill 2 of them. Not enough damage to kill mine. And now I can revive. So we're full squad. And now it's just GG's. He's going to come back. Or he's not. Maybe he already did. Either way. Gaspard saved the day here. It really, really saved the day with that block revive on Marichka. And bringing back, of course, our Marius. And it killed Marichka at the right moment before any other champion died. So her passive was not going to proc in again. But that damage versus UDK, even though we had an increased defense on, was really not great. What's happening here? I feel like he does have a pretty good build. He should have been able to kill that UDK. But no blessing. That's strengthen. Maybe if we have him on super steroids. Maybe with that 20% additional crit damage from the gloves, it would have done it, you know, maybe with some more glyphs on the defense, it would have worked a bit better. So we're gonna go in like this. Straw Hat Drake. Okay, we have a Garrel, we have a Hilvi. Maybe you're in Mercurial. We're gonna bring in a Gaspart. And this guy, it might be a bit fast. So we're gonna trick him with Shuzan. He's probably gonna ban Shuzan. And he brought in a monkey. So I'm gonna take... They both have good speed auras though. I want to leave that Hilvi just in case if she is on Mercurial. Let's see. If she is, she's not going to be very fast. Because it's super hard to get crazy good Mercurial gear for champions to make them super fast. That could have backfired, that stun. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. And we can lock them now, so Hilvi becomes completely irrelevant. And if we want to deal with the mythical, either we petrified, either we're just going to drop a bit the Thermeter. Block revive. You're not coming back, monkey. Gaspard is actually an amazing counter versus that freaking monkey. Because as soon as it comes back, GG's. You're dead. And block revive too. Okay, it seems like the game has a bit of a lag. Let's try to push in at least 5, 6, 7 more fights. And then I'll share the builds of all of these main characters that we've used, guys, okay? Fabian, Predator, Raglin, and I already showed you Marius, but if really needed, I'll show it to you again. So we're gonna pick Fabian again. Mr. Sorin, salute Sorin. This is my Romanian brother from another mother, another father, grandfather, and grandmother. So we are going in strong with mythical champions. Respect. Okay, then we're gonna go in with Marius. We're gonna go in with Gaspar. Can we pick the last one though? Let's do that. And let's see what else he's bringing. Is he gonna be a full mythical team versus a full legendary team? Curious. Okay, almost. So we have a Lady Noel. I'm gonna go in like this and like this. Predator would have been a wiser choice than Gaspard. That's for sure. Oh, and we have a high resistance Cardinal. Now that can be dangerous. He's probably going to block my Fabian. Yeah. But I want to keep Cardinal in there just to show you guys. This is something that is being used by a lot of players in live arena. I've encountered her quite a bit, even used by players that have like, I don't know, like 30,000 points in live arena. So there are a lot of them using it. Now, I'm not sure how much resistance he can have on her. Maybe close to 900 to 1,000. Definitely more than 800, because if not, we weren't going to get resisted. But now we're going to go in with Gaspard. And the main thing is, the main threat in here is going to be that Commodus. Carnage is going to be a main threat, and Gizmak can be a big threat. But what I'm going to do is block revive on one, right? She cannot do nothing, even if she revives. Then I'm going to trick him right here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use this and kill him. And then she will be tempted to revive without knowing that Gaspard is going to absolutely destroy that Gizmak when he comes back. But I'm not too sure now that we have the block active skills if the passive will proc. It should. Okay, it didn't. Maybe it was just the chance not proccing. That can happen too, right? So, we're gonna get back our stack. He's not gonna kill my Raglin. That's what matters. Not enough damage to kill him, which is okay. That Cardinal is still under Stone Skin. Okay, and Feeble, he's gonna get an extra turn, which is fine. Probably he's gonna kill all the other 3 champions though. Yeah. And she's gonna take her turn. She won't be a threat. And because she's so slow, he's never gonna manage to cut in front. Okay, so Commodus will always attack my Raglan while we are under Mercurial, because she's not going to be able to break it. Now, what it can happen here is that he has a double hitter with A1, and that can be the problem. But now we're going to put a shield and increase defense. He could land a bomb on her. Okay, that went to him. I can cleanse. So now, even if she would attack my Raglan, Raglan will cut in front of his Commodus most likely. So we're going to block Revive. She can do some work, Cardinal. I would prefer to build her on 4-piece Stone Skin and not Mercurial, 4-piece Feral. Just to have that protection, because usually a Commodus will ignore 20% of the target's resistance. So if they bring a Commodus versus your Cardinal, she will probably get hammered. Like, most likely she will get hammered because you can only get so much resistance on an epic champion. It's not like you can get 1200, or you might be able to, but not in that combo Feral Stone Skin, and it's probably going to be extremely, extremely slow. So Mr. Free Soul starting straight away, straight off the back with Marius. We are going to bring in Fabian, and we are going to bring in Predator. So when we cannot pick Marius, we pick Predator. Let's see what else he has in store for us. Okay, we have an Ambris, we have a Lazarius, which is good. We're going to bring in a Shu, we're going to bring in a Raglan, and then we are going to bring in Gaspart. Surprised that nobody that matched me has Solanar. Because I'm convinced that they would use Solanar. And another thing is, not many people have the Mercurial gear. I've told you this. At the moment, it will take time to get a few decent sets. My Raglan build is not great. You're going to see. I mean, not great. It's an okay-ish build. It could be much, much better, especially in terms of speed. I consider her very slow for my account, right? But other people, which are probably a small handful of people that got much luckier with the gear, will be able to pull off crazier things than me. And the most important thing is getting the accessories. So what else is he picking? Mr. Free Soul, come on. We don't have all day to wait for you. Sorry, yes. Move it faster. Come on. Right. A lot of time. Okay, this is why Live Arena takes a lot of time, mainly. Things like this. People not picking characters, then you have 30 seconds, your turn, his turn, their turn. It's such a waste of time. Now, who are we banning from here? It's pretty simple. We're going to get rid of his speed, aura, speed lead. Probably, he will ban my Shuzan. He's not to worry about Fabian, because he has Trixia. Or, if the computer will ban my Fabian instead. Yeah, Fabian is goodbye, probably. It seems to don't really be spot on. He's not spot on with the things that he's doing. Probably doing something else in the process too. I do that sometimes. I start a Live Arena match and I completely forget about it. And I remember like 2 minutes after, and I'm like, oh, damn. And I just have some random champions picked in there, you know. But it's not something that I'm doing intentionally. I just get distracted either with a different game that I'm playing, either I'm doing something else. and raid gets covered, and then it's GG's. I forget about it. This should be a pretty straightforward job, except that we have nothing to remove Stone Skin. Literally nothing. So we'll see. I mean, we smashed it. We did not even have to enter the fight. Probably he wasn't happy with his pick. So we have Blazzled Gambit, sorry. Mr. Gambit. Fabian again. I love my Fabian. I need to somehow get a 6-star soul for him. That is the next in line in terms of purchasing a 6-star soul. I'm not dreaming of Predator and Gaspart because that's a long wait till you get the champions on the list to kind of like appear and stuff, but at least I'm close with Fabian. And so far, I think Fabian is here to stay a bit longer in the meta. Let's see. Okay, we got a Duchess, we got some mythicals in there, not too bad. Now, should I pick her? Yes, I think so. Especially considering that we have a Galatir, which could block active skills. I think is the wisest choice. Now, what else is he bringing in now? Vulcanos, okay. We know for a fact who are dropping out. Fabian is out. We do have a chance to remove Stone Skin. We do have some good damage coming after. Probably not enough to wipe them off, though. So we have... what's the name of it? The Volcardia card onto. Okay. Oh my goodness, gosh! That Predator just wrecked my Marius. How is that a thing? That was just painful. No? How? The heck? How much damage you're doing, bro? Okay, he's counterattacking as well. Great. You see? Look. Every time he counterattacks, every single move that we had so far caused Predator to counterattack. That's why he's so annoying. That's why he's so annoying, which is pretty crazy. Now, he could block the revive on my Marius there or something. Ooh, he literally got everybody down. Everybody. I think this maybe was a mistake bringing Gaspart. That Galatir is probably gonna Metamorph right now if he cuts in front, yeah. Yeah, I knew it. We have the total guard stack on her. Block revive on him, so Marius is our last choice. This is Predator's game right here. Predator just absolutely annihilated us. Like, crazy. Now, if I revive Marius, man... Okay, I was gonna say, can we move in front? Thankfully, we stunned him. We won't have enough damage to kill them. But he can only use the A1 now. He cannot Metamorph yet. That's gonna trigger the attack. The passive procced again on that bad boy. And damn. How annoying is that, huh? How annoying is that? Is he gonna Metamorph? No. Now, even if I'm taking a turn... Can I take a turn before him? Yeah, we should be able to. Maybe, just maybe. Can get rid of all of those buffs. Get him closer to that somehow. Don't block the revive, though. Ah! No! Don't block the revive. Okay, he's that. Is literally a fight in between these two. Block active skills. And he's healing. There's no way in hell we're gonna be able to deal with this. Increase speed. Heal. And again it proc, bro. Like, look at that. Tell me that that is not crazy. Tell me that that is not crazy. Again, again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. How many times can it freaking proc? How many times? Again. He's gonna solo our entire team just because of that. And I don't have my total guard stack right here. Thankfully, we survived that. And again. And again. If that's not crazy, nothing is crazy, though. If that's not crazy, nothing is crazy. Again. I don't want to give up because I have no choice, though. Like, look, he's just regaining that HP back so freaking much. We literally stand no chance. We literally stand no chance. No block active skills. Yeah, it's a GG's. Predator won the fight. He literally wrecked my entire team. But that's fine. Because this is state of the arena. Right? It's just RNG over RNG. The passive proc again. And I'm just gonna let it go on auto. Because I've had enough of it. Just take her. Just take her. Use that A2 and take her. Why would you use the A3, bro? Use the A2. You already had that available. Thank you. Take me out of my misery. Look at Predator. 1.6 million damage. 1.6. He has no blessing on that Predator either. And that's how crazy he can be in the current meta. Pretty damn disgusting, though. Blocked the revive on two of my champions. And then he absolutely humiliated my entire team. Right? You can't even get angry at it because it's so damn stupid. Oh my god. That RNG. That RNG. Okay, American dodge. We dodge you. Okay, he picked Fabian. That's fine. We are not gonna go Fabian this time around. We are gonna start... No. You know what? I don't want that to happen to me again. I'm gonna have to pick him myself. No. I'm not gonna let you do it to me. That was very painful, though. That's why getting that life drinker on masteries is key on your champions. Forget about the first hit. I forgot the name of the mastery. Deals more damage on the first hit. You ain't gonna do crap on the first hit because they're gonna be all protected by different OP stats and stuff like that. Replacing that with life drinker, regaining that HP back is just so powerful. You've seen what happened. I cannot pick you actually because I need another speed lead. And I have no Fabian, so I need another thermometer booster. If not, I'm gonna be in trouble. What damage dealers is he going to pick? Isn't Osgren more of an ally attack champion rather than a damage dealer? Is he trying to play the crowd control me sort of thing here? Are people still trying to do that? Trying to bait me to get his damage dealer out and then he's gonna crowd control me with the rest of the team? Is that what he's trying to do, this guy? Osgren's stuns remove buffs, ally attack, no? Does he deal good damage? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've tested him, though. Right, so what's your plan here, bro? Because you kind of lost me. Damn, he literally dropped all of my stone skin. I think that was his plan all the way in. What, does he have like a super special power to remove the stone skin? And maybe Freya deals some damage for him. I've caught that in the past too. And it did caught me by surprise, not gonna lie. When it happened in the past. Yeah, she's the damage dealer here, okay. Good bait. Oh my god, my Predator literally did not proc that, not even one time. GG's. I forgot about the Freya damage. That's something that can happen. And I can't believe that Osgron literally dumped on me so hard, stripped every single buff that I had on the entire team, bro. All of the stone skin just disappeared, melted, right? This would have been an easy fight if he wasn't stripping all of my stone skin. This would have been an easy win. But then we got our ass clapped. So shut up, Skratch. He did deserve the win. A lot of you guys will get caught by surprise by a Freya doing the job. You see, we banned Georgid. That's exactly what was his plan too. We kind of went for it because I was like, what the heck? Is Osgron gonna do anything? And then as soon as I got into the fight, I was like, Freya. It has been a while since I've seen a damaged Freya, but they're still out there. They're still out there. Then we will go in like this. He got Marius, which is okay. We don't need him. We have a Lady B. And I think once I'm done with these tickets, we'll call it because time to go and pick up the little one from school. Calvalex is going to be the ban because if not, my champions without stone skin will get wrecked. Gaspart, and I need another thermometer booster. Who else is he bringing in? Probably he does need to bring in some form of support thermometer boost. Oh, nah. Oh, no. No matter how I'm playing this, we are going to be in trouble. Okay, I'm just going to have to let them die. Like, Shuzan and Lazarius, they're dead. They are dead. But I don't want to pick in Marichka. I'm supposed to bring in Raglin. That was my stupid mistake. I could have revived with her. Oh, we survived! Whoa, okay. Do I have more thermometer? I do. So I'm going to do this instead. And now I can do that and revive her back. Now I can do this. You saw that was the relic that procced on Gaspard, by the way. I can do this. Put a shield. Maybe my Lazarius will survive like this. Yes, perfect. We still have 2 poisons though, which will kill him. They still have the stone skin, so it's all down to Emrys now. Is he going to kill my entire team? I have a feeling that Gaspard might be better built in Swift Parry though. I don't know why. I just think he's better. Now, if I attack Emrys, he's gonna die. This is an odd one. This is an odd one. And I have a poison on him. I'm gonna petrify Emrys. And hopefully revive Lazarius. And Lazarius will revive somebody else with his passive, because that did not proc yet. That was good. That was good. Gaspard, 225k damage, and I think I have no more tickets. Let's quickly go over the builds. We lose 3 fights. I think we lost 3 fights, actually, yeah. Yeah, we got absolutely destroyed by this Predator. That was crazy. This was a GG's. We kind of like fell for the bait. Even though we thought that we know the bait, we still fell for the bait. And I forgot the other one that we lost. Let's go over the builds. Now, I'm going to bring in Fabian. We've seen Gaspard. So this is my Fabian at the moment. He still needs a bit of work. The 6-star soul would be very helpful. I would like another 100 accuracy on him somehow. It's very hard to make it happen. But another 100 accuracy would be amazing. I just don't know from where to get another 100 accuracy, because the gear as it is already pretty good. From here, I could get some accuracy from the helmet. From here, we're pretty sorted. This doesn't have any. The glove. So, yeah, a helmet and gloves, it would definitely bring me 40 plus more accuracy. And sending this to accuracy instead of the HP will bring me more as well. We have a Wand of Submission on Fabian, then Intimidating Presence, and these are the Masteries. Eagle Eyes tier 6. I haven't encountered not even one build in Mercurial. We've seen Gaspart already. I'm not going to go over his entire stuff. Raglin. So that's Raglin right here. 9-piece Mercurial. Not the best bottom pieces. That's the main thing. Top pieces are not bad. This is decent. This is okay. Even though I have no glyphs on speed. Have good HP, good defense. 18 speed is still better than nothing. And this is okay as well. Okay, Shrink. Good amulet. The banner sucks. I rerolled this one in the hope of hitting a triple speed. But of course, I've got a triple flat HP. Thankfully, at 16, it rolled me speed. Total stats, good HP or okay HP. The defense is on the low side. The speed is slow though. I would need on her something like 30, 40 more speed. And I don't have a relic equipped on her. But what I am planning to equip on her now that I've built her, I just need to move it from my Duchess. I actually forgot to do it. I completely forgot that I've moved the relic from her. It's going to be the Chrysalid of Rebirth. So I'm going to give this to Raglin as well. I'm not really using Duchess anyway. Let me just move it right now. Broke on the Starstone dice, Starstone again. I need to maybe play around with the gemstones a bit to find better ones. Level it up to level 15. Probably Friday, once I'm going to get the rewards from Chimera. And that will give me more speed. But the most important thing, as soon as I revive, which is on a 2-turn cooldown, I'm going to get an extra turn, or a very high chance at getting an extra turn because I revived with this relic. And that will put me in a much, much better situation. But I still need more speed on her. And we have defense and support. Timely intervention, cycle of revenge, rapid response. The more turn meter we gain on her, the faster we rotate. And that's very, very, very important. And the final piece of the puzzle, Predator. So this is my Predator. Lethal and Stone Skin. Forget about the extra crit that I have on. I was trying to reroll the gloves and I got to crit rate, unfortunately. So I'm not going to change the build because of it, because I do not want this Ascension. So this crit rate will go. Hopefully for crit damage. Because the HP is good at the moment. We need that extra crit damage. We drop the crit rate. And then it's just glyphing for more HP, for more speed. There's plenty of room to improve all of that on literally all of the pieces. And that's about it. We have one of these counter-attack ones too. Relics, I have an Essence Quencher. I don't have very good gemstones for him at the moment. So we have to go with this. I would preferably want to use the same relic that I have on Marius on him too. But I only have one. So maybe in the next Green Forest rotation, I can pray to pull another one. We have Lightning Cage to keep that veil on at the beginning. And these are the masteries. Offense, defense. Arm Smasher as tier 6. So talking about masteries, you do not want to get Ruthless Ambush. Getting Whirlwind of Death is not bad. But I would trade Single Out instead of Life Drinker. Life Drinker is just so important on pretty much every single damage dealer, regardless if they're HP nukers or attack nukers. That little HP that you recover with it, it can give you the edge to win the fight. That was all for this one. The current state of Arena. At the moment, there isn't much Mercurial, at least what I am in Live Arena at the moment. I'm not at a high end of Live Arena because I don't have the time to play it. I'm convinced that the higher you go, the more people you will encounter with Mercurial, but probably one champion in Mercurial, maybe 2 champions in Mercurial. That's why Marius is there to basically ensure that we are getting the job done and we're dropping the stacks before the damage dealers are going in to do the cleanup. And no Solanars, that's something that most likely you will encounter on the higher up. And predators are everywhere, and they are absolutely cancer. Very, very painful to deal with. You've seen the match, and that was just perfect. I'm super happy that we managed to capture that, because it was an experience. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed this, guys. I know some of you like live arena videos, some of you guys do not. I do love playing live arena and stuff, but as I've mentioned, the time slots are just really not working for me at the moment. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.